Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving into something I know resonates with a lot of you. It's that feeling of, well, understanding English pretty well, maybe reading it fine, but when you try to speak, it just doesn't come out right. Words get stuck, you feel slow, maybe a bit shy. So we're going to explore how to really train your brain, and maybe more importantly, your mouth, to speak English confidently. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, that's such a common frustration. We hear it all the time, and it makes perfect sense when you think about it. Emily and Paul from Mr. English Channel have this great analogy. It's like learning to drive. You can read the manual, know all the rules, understand the engine.
Right. Theoretically, you know it all.
Exactly. But until you're actually in the car, hands on the wheel, foot on the pedal, feeling the engine, you can't actually drive.
You haven't built that physical skill.
Precisely. Speaking English is like that. It's physical. It needs practice, not just knowing the theory. It's like muscle memory for your mouth.
That analogy really does hit home, because we've all felt it, haven't we? You have the perfect sentence crafted in your head, the grammar's right, the words are there, but then nothing.
Yeah.
Or it comes out haltingly. Your mouth just feels sluggish, maybe.
Yeah.
Stuck in first gear, your native language gear.
That's exactly it. We forget speaking is physical. Your tongue, your lips, your jaw, they're used to the sounds and rhythms of your first language. English needs new movements, new coordination. Think of it like going to the gym for your mouth.
A mouth gym. I like that.
You don't get strong just thinking about lifting weights.
Yeah.
You have to do the reps consistently.
Okay.
It takes time, and it has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with how smart you are. It's just about giving your mouth that regular workout. It's physical training.
That really reframes it, doesn't it? Takes away some of the pressure. Maybe it's not a brain failure, it's a muscle training issue. So if our mouths need this workout, what are some effective, targeted exercises? You mentioned Emily and Paul. What do they suggest? This is where it gets really interesting.
Okay, one of the most powerful techniques, it's called shadowing.
Shadowing, like being someone's shadow. An echo.
Exactly like an echo. You listen to a native English speaker, maybe from a podcast, a video, whatever, and you repeat what they say right after them, or even almost at the same time.
Okay.
But here's the key. You're not just repeating words. You're copying everything. Their pronunciation, the ups and downs of their voice, the intonation.
The rhythm.
The rhythm, the pauses, the emphasis, like you're an actor trying to sound exactly like them. You almost try to feel the words, the emotion.
Wow. Okay, so if I hear someone say, it's going to be a busy week, I'd immediately echo, it's going to be a busy week, trying to match their exact sound and feeling.
Yes, precisely. And here's a really important tip, especially for beginners. Don't stop.
Don't stop, even if I miss a word or don't understand.
Exactly. Don't stop. Don't worry about understanding every single word at first. The main goal here is getting your mouth moving, making those English sounds, finding those rhythms. It's about building the physical skill.
I see. You're training the muscles first.
Right. The understanding often catches up as you get better at the physical act of mimicking. You start listening more intently without even realizing it.
That's clever. It works on two levels. Then your listening gets sharper because you have to listen closely to copy, and your speaking muscles get that direct workout. So for beginners, maybe start with really short, simple sentences. Or even just phrases.
Absolutely. Start small. Focus on nailing the imitation of short chunks first. And that ties into another really effective daily habit. Just repeating simple phrases. Think of these as warm-up exercises for your mouth.
Mouth warm-ups. I love that. Like stretching before a run. So what kind of phrases are we talking about? Give us some examples people can use straight away.
Oh, really simple stuff like, I'm ready, or I can do it, let's go. Even just, good morning, thank you, how are you?
The basics.
The absolute basics. But here's the trick to make it work. Say them with feeling.
With feel.
Yeah. If you're feeling energetic, say, I'm ready, with a big smile, lots of energy. If you're tired, say good morning, softly. You're connecting the words to real emotions, real situations. It makes them stick. Makes them feel natural, not just robotic.
So they become automatic. Like when you learn a song. First you read the lyrics, then after singing it loads, it just flows out.
Precisely. They become second nature, ready to use without thinking.
Okay, this next tip sounds maybe a bit funny, but you say it's really important. Speaking English out loud when you're alone.
Yes. Funny but crucial. Make your home, your car, wherever you feel comfortable, your safe English zone.
A safe zone, no judgment.
Exactly. You're your own practice partner. Talk about anything. Describe what you're doing. Okay, I'm making coffee now. It smells really good. Need this cup. Or your plans. Right. I need to tidy up today. First the kitchen, then I'll tackle the bedroom.
Or just describing things. This is my favorite mug. It's blue. It's on the table.
Anything. Talk about the weather, what you see out the window, narrate your thoughts. The point is, there's no pressure, no one correcting you.
You're just making noise in English.
You're making noise in English, getting your mouth used to forming the sounds, and it helps your brain too, connecting words to actions, objects, ideas in a really low-stress way.
It's like free practice. Zero stakes. I can see how that builds confidence.
It really does. You're building fluency just by talking to yourself.
Okay, so we've covered training the mouth, the physical side. What about the brain? How do we get our minds to actually think in English? That feels like a big leap for many people.
It can feel like a big leap, yeah. But like everything else, it's step by step. You don't suddenly start thinking complex thoughts in English overnight.
Right, no need to aim for philosophical debates straight away. So how do we start small with thinking in English?
You start with single words, super simple. See a tree, think tree. Feeling thirsty, think water or thirsty. Hear a bird, think bird.
Just noticing the world around you and labeling it in English in your head.
Exactly. The goal is to connect the concept directly to the English word. Cut out the middleman, your first language. Stop translating in your head.
Okay, bypass the translation step. That makes sense. It must speed things up.
It does eventually, so you practice that. See water, think water. Feel hungry, think hungry. Feel cold, think cold.
Building those direct connections. And then I guess you move on to simple phrases.
You got it. Once single words feel more automatic, you start thinking in simple phrases about your immediate reality. I need coffee, the sky is blue, I have to leave soon. This music is nice.
Still bypassing translation.
Still bypassing translation. This constant low-level practice trains your brain to operate in English. It builds like a super highway for your English thoughts instead of taking the scenic translation route every time.
The super highway for thoughts. I like that visual. It really emphasizes efficiency.
And it makes speaking feel much less effortful over time.
Okay, so we're training the mouth, training the mind. Now, how do we weave this into everyday life? Making English life of a subject and more. Just part of the day.
Creating your own immersion environment. This is key.
Immersion, right. Even if you don't live in an English-speaking country.
Absolutely. There are so many ways. Use English learning apps. Even 5 minutes on the bus helps. Watch short English videos.
Like cartoons or news clips.
Cartoons are great for beginners. News clips, simple documentaries. Use English subtitles if you need them to start. Listen to English music, podcasts, like the ones from Mr. English Channel, obviously.
Naturally.
Simple stories work well too. And try integrating it into chores.
How so?
Like we said about talking to yourself, narrate your cooking in English, describe your walk, plan your cleaning schedule out loud in English.
Make it active.
Make it active. Change your phone language to English, your computer too. Read short news headlines in English. Even look at English memes.
Memes, yes. That feels fun, not like studying.
Exactly. The goal is to surround yourself with English sounds and sights. Make it normal. Your brain just starts absorbing it without you consciously studying. It speeds things up dramatically.
It becomes part of your background processing.
Precisely. Less effort, more exposure.
Now, a crucial element for all of this to work. Consistency. We all know it's important, but it's often the hardest part. People get enthusiastic, study for hours, then fizzle out.
Oh, absolutely. Consistency is, without doubt, the magic ingredient. And people often misunderstand it. They think they need huge blocks of time.
2 hours a day or nothing.
Right. But the truth is, small, regular chunks are way more powerful. 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, every day, beats a marathon session once a week, hands down.
Back to the gym analogy again.
Always. 5 minutes of daily exercise builds muscle much better than one huge workout once a month. Your brain needs that regular signal, that constant reinforcement to build those pathways.
And those small, consistent efforts build habits, don't they? They build momentum, confidence too, probably. It stops feeling like this giant, scary task.
Exactly. It becomes normal, part of your routine. And often, 5 minutes turns into 10 because you start enjoying it, feeling the progress. You're telling your brain, hey, English is important. We do this daily.
Okay, and related to confidence, there's this beautiful point about celebrating your own voice. So many learners hold back. They wait for perfection, worry constantly about their accent.
Such a common and damaging mindset. We need to shift the goal. It's not about sounding like a native speaker from London or New York.
What is the goal then?
Clear communication. Can people understand you? That's the goal, your accent. It's part of you. It tells your story, where you're from. Embrace it.
So Don't hide it or feel ashamed of it.
Never. When you accept your voice, your accent, you gain confidence, and when you feel confident, you speak more. When you speak more, you improve faster. It's a virtuous cycle.
I love that. Don't wait for perfect. Just speak.
Yeah.
Clarity over native-like perfection.
Exactly. Your voice is your tool. Use it.
So, bringing this all together, training the mouth, the mind, being consistent, embracing your voice. What's the kind of ultimate insight here, the big takeaway?
The big takeaway, the really profound shift in thinking is this. Your brain will follow your mouth.
Your brain follows your mouth, not the other way around.
Not initially, no. We tend to think we need perfect knowledge before we speak. Master the grammar, huge vocabulary, then we'll open our mouths. But it actually works better the other way. The very act of speaking, of forming the words, making the sounds, trying to build sentences, that forces your brain to work differently.
How so?
It's active. You're not just passively receiving information, you're producing it. Your brain has to scramble, find the words, organize the grammar, make the connections because your mouth is demanding it. It's an incredibly powerful learning trigger.
So speaking isn't just proof of learning, it's actually a method of learning, a core part of the process.
Precisely. Fluency is born in the practice, in the doing. When you push your mouth to speak, even when it feels awkward or slow at first, your brain has to adapt. It thinks, okay, we're doing this English thing now, I need to step up.
Huh. You're putting your brain on notice.
You are.
Yeah.
It forces the brain to build those direct connections, sound meaning action, much faster than just studying theory. It cuts through the translation habit because it has to.
That's incredibly empowering. It flips the whole script.
Yeah.
So the message is, don't wait. Don't wait until your brain feels 100% ready. Just start speaking. Start making those sounds.
Start speaking. Your brain will catch up. It will adapt. It will become more fluent because you're speaking. Every word you say strengthens the pathway.
Wow, okay. That really changes things. Your brain follows your mouth.
It's a powerful truth for language learning. The more you speak, the more natural it feels, and the faster your brain integrates English.
This has been incredibly insightful. A real deep dive into the how of speaking. It's clear that consistent practice, training both mouth and mind, is the path.
Absolutely. And these techniques, they're practical. Anyone can use them to unlock their speaking potential. It's achievable.
Definitely. So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. Remember, your voice, speaking English, is a powerful tool for your own learning. Use it. So what's the one small step you'll take today? Which technique will you try? How will you start letting your brain follow your mouth?
And if you found this helpful, do check out more from Emily and Paul on Mr. English channel for loads more great tips. And please, share this deep dive if you know someone else learning English. It might be just what they need to hear.
Absolutely. And let us know in the comments what's one simple English phrase you're going to start repeating daily. We genuinely love to know. Until next time, keep practicing, keep making those sounds, and keep speaking.